The following may contain strong opinionated views. The views and opinions expressed on this show does not necessarily reflect the views or the opinions of any social media or broadcast platform.
Hi, welcome to the Coffee Hour, a show that involves you in verbal interaction. Sports with Brian Camp. So settle in with coffee in hand and enjoy the Coffee Hour. Now here's your host, Frank Allan.
Well, good morning, good afternoon, and happy Friday to everybody. Wherever your time zone is, you could be in the morning, afternoon, evening, or night. Welcome to the Coffee Hour, and we're here. It's TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. We're all here together, and it only seems like we were just here uh, yesterday, which we were here last night doing the Talkback Live show. But another week has come upon us, and we're coming up to another weekend on this Friday. And we thank you guys for being along with us. It's another edition, as I said, the Coffee Hour. We're coming to you live from New York City. That's where we originate. But we don't stop there because this show is global. We're all around the world, all around the nation, and everyone gets a chance to get a slice of the pie, including you. And those of you who've been around with us for a long time, we thank you so much for being along with us all of these years. We want you to stay with us because you already know the protocol of the show, but it gives me time to chat with the people who are here for the very first time, who are what they call newbies. Well, the name of the show, of course, as I said, the Coffee Hour. I can't keep repeating myself like this. But anyway, the idea of the show is to get everybody involved in the show. And being you here for the very first time, letting you know that as the host of the show, I get things rolling. I'm in the prep mode now. So, prepping the show, getting things started. And while I'm doing it, you can use your computer keyboard, be it laptop, desktop, telephone, or even your tablet. Use a keyboard, let your fingers do the walking. Tickle those keyboards right there. Say what you have to say through that. And I will see you right there on the big screen. And of course, I will entertain all of your thoughts and ideas. And because that's what the show is all about. It's free exchange of opinions and ideas, and we exchange them all. You have them, everyone has them, and we like to hear from you too. And you ought to know we're coming on three different platforms. We're live on three different platforms. We're on YouTube, that's our go-to platform. We're on Facebook and Instagram as well. And wherever you are, that's where we're going to be with you. All right. Now you may be in a different time zone right now. Okay. It's 10 o'clock where we are right now. So if you're in another time zone, look at your clock, see what's on your clock. That's what time we come on in your area each week. And just keep that in mind. All right. And also tell your family and friends about us. They ought to know about it. We want you to do that. That's very important. And you know how you can do that? The best way to do that right now without any problems is cut and paste the platform that you're watching us on right now. What I mean by that is that the link that brings you over to where you are right now, cut and paste that and send it out to as many friends and relatives as you possibly can, or maybe even want. Okay. And all they have to do is see that. They'll know it's coming from you. They know it's you. All they have to do is click onto that link and it brings them directly to us and they can watch the show too. Now, if they like what they see, they like what they hear, they'll come back again and again, just like you. And we hope that's the case. So please do that. That's very important. And we look forward to seeing a lot of you guys come along with us. And that's what the show is really all about. We've got so many things to talk about today. And of course, interacting with you as we always do. And we love doing that. That's one of the things we love doing that because I love to address all of you personally as we come along. You know, you don't have to find too many shows that do that. But in the age of the technology that we have today, people are switching over to the independent shows like this show, for instance, and you can do it live and people could talk back to you. So, with all of that in mind, we've got a good show. And coming up this hour, as a matter of fact, this particular half hour of the hour, we're going to deal with sports. Now, Brian Camp is our sports guy. He brings us the latest developments in today's world of sports. It's called Sports Update. Last night on the show, he was positive that he wouldn't be here, but I got a call just before we came on the air saying that he's able to come on. So he's going to be here. And you get a chance to see him on camera. If you're watching us on Facebook and YouTube, you get a chance to see him on camera as he does it. Well, he's coming live from Charlotte, North Carolina. So we link up with him from New York to Charlotte. And of course, if you have any sports questions, anything related to that, ask Brian when he comes on the air, and he'll have all the answers for you. That's coming up in just a few minutes. And we look forward to seeing that and hearing that, because I know a lot of you guys are sports buffs, and there's a lot of sporting events coming on this weekend too. And you'll be able to see that. So, tell your family and friends to get aboard, especially if they're sports buff. And by the way, if you are watching us on Instagram, don't you won't be able to see Brian. We're not set up that way with Instagram. All right, only on Facebook and YouTube you could actually see him on screen, but you can hear him. You could hear everything he's saying. The audio comes right through. You could hear everything he's saying, and then you could still ask the questions as well, and still communicate with him, even though you may not be able to see him. And whatever you type in and whatever you questions that you may have, if he doesn't see it, of course, I see everything here, and I'll relate everything to him. So that's what we got going. Also, later on in the program, before the show is over, I have those movies. Now, each week I go onto the vault of Turner Classic Movies, because I know the weekend is coming up, and some of you do enjoy the entire weekend. Some maybe half the weekend, maybe some not the weekend at all. But you still can take these movies that I have each week I go into the vault and pick out the best movies I can find from Turner Classic Movies, the classic movies that I think are well worth watching and I think that you would like. And of course, I'll relay those movies to you coming up later on in the program. So that's what we got going. Remember, all of the views and the opinions expressed on this show, The Coffee Hour, does not necessarily reflect the view or the opinions of the people of Facebook, YouTube, Zoom, or any other social media outlet or broadcast facility. So, with all of that out of the way and the disclaimer done, let's get started right now. Let's start off by lifting our cups with our elements inside of it and enjoy it. So, ladies and gentlemen, what would the coffee hour be without a little coffee? So, excuse me while I shoot up. Nice. Very nice. Now, yours doesn't have to be coffee, as I always say. It could be tea, it could be cocoa, it could be other than, whatever that you have, whatever it is that you have, right? Enjoy it with us. I want to say good morning going over to Greensboro, North Carolina, and say hello to Warren Dantzler out there. He's coming from the sunny side of the street. I hope it is sunny side of the street, and I hope that you give me a weather forecast, what you have coming up. We look forward to that. And of course, a lot of things that you want to talk about. Anything in specific that you want to talk about, please feel free. I mean, just because I put something out there, that doesn't mean we have to linger on it all day. But feel free, and we'll talk about it, because if it's important to you, it's important to us. So here we are. We're still in the month of September, and it's safe to say we're halfway down the month of September. Yeah, halfway down the month of September. How about that? And it's the 19th, and it's moving fast. The faster the months come in, the faster they go, and we're here. Now, usually on the month that we have that comes up, there are usually celebrations. All right, we'll talk about that in just a few minutes. But one of the things I want to talk about first is that the vaccination. This is vaccination time for wherever you are. And this is the time when you can get your flu vaccination or your COVID vaccination, either or both. Either or both, right? And they're available now. I know they're available here. I just had my flu vaccination done last week, and the COVID is next. That's available too. That's the updated version of the COVID vaccination. It's here now, and it should be in your area as well. So I guess about next week or so, some in the middle of next week, I'll get that going, and then I'll be all set. But you ought to know that it's available now, and this is the time to do it, because the flu season is right here, almost practically. You don't want to let it catch you off guard. So get that right away. You can go to your favorite pharmacist and ask and find out if it's available there in your area. I know the flu is, COVID should be as well. And then you take it. Now, you can take both at the same time. They say you can do that, and it's safe to do that. Some people like to do that, and some people like me like to spread it out. Take one and then the other one a little later on. But it's good to know that you do have that option. Now, here in New York, where I am, they had the last, I guess it was last year, right, when we took the vaccinations, you had to make an appointment online to do it. This year, they gave us the option to do either or. We could go online, make the appointment, or we can walk right in. And that's good to know. Now, I don't know if it's the same thing in your area. It would be nice if it was, because this way you could have the opportunity of, if you don't have time, if you think about it just like that and you just walk right in and take it, that's good. And if it is, that's to your benefit. But if you have to make the appointment, if you have to make the appointment for any of the shots that I'm talking about, keep the appointment, because if you blow the appointment, you're going to have to start all over again. Now some areas, like I said, are restricted to some of these things. And so make the appointment, make a record of it, put it in your cell phone, and your reminder. So we're going to pop up. You say, today is the day to get the vaccinations for COVID or the influenza, and you'll have it right there, you know, and keep the appointment. That's very important. So it's all there. It's all there. A lot of people were like kind of like frightened about it, that they weren't going to get the vaccinations, or maybe you have to pay out of your pockets, not this time around again. So we bit the bullet, and we don't have to worry about it until next year, but we cross that bridge when we get there. So get your flu shots, get your COVID shots. They're available now. Today we're celebrating, it started on the 15th. It started on the 15th in the middle of the month. We're celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month. All right. Most holidays, or most events like this, are celebrated at the beginning of the month. This always starts in the middle of the month. So we're starting celebrating on the 15th, which already occurred, from the 15th of September to the 15th of October. That's what we're celebrating. So there may be a lot of things planned since the celebration is on, and I love celebrating too. I celebrate anything. I celebrate a hangnail if I have to. But if you're celebrating this is great. And they may be places in your area or your community where you have events coming up that you want to talk about. Do it right here. Type it in. We'll just relay all of the message. And being that this show is all around the world, we like to know that what's happening in your area. This way, we can tell the people who are not aware, that may be living in your area or your community, about it, and then they could move on and they could make note of it. Okay, so do that, and let's celebrate it. It's Hispanic Heritage Month. All of the things are going in libraries, and you could research a lot of things. I'm pretty sure a lot of displays of attires and flags and everything on the market. Pretty sure street festivals. Street festivals are still on in some places because the weather didn't get cold yet. In some places where the weather is not cold. The weather is not cold here, but there's still a lot of events going on. So there we have it. From September 15th to October 15th, it's Hispanic Heritage Month. We also want to put on the line something that's very important. I want to talk to the men about this. It's very important. And at the age of 45 years old, that's when you should start concerning yourself with it, get involved with it, because you want to stay as healthy as possible. It's Prostate Health Month. And you men who were under the umbrella of prostate, and you had to be treated for it, like me, I'm a survivor, and thank God for that. But those of you who didn't reach that stage, we want to make sure that you don't reach that stage and stay as healthy for as long as you can with that. Check with your urologist each week, or not each week, each year. I think that's if you're in good standings with your urologist, he tells you, all right, you're looking good. Your PSA level is down to 0. You're looking good so far. We'll see you in a year. And if it's other than that, sometimes they may say, well, I want to see you in 6 months just to make sure that everything is okay. Whatever it is, you always see them, and make sure that you get a good bill of health whenever you possibly can. All right, that's what we're looking for. So that's what I want to tell the fellas. Make sure that you stay proactive about that. Now, let me talk to the ladies. Okay, ladies, it's gynecological cancer awareness month. All right, just like the guys, maybe it's a year, maybe it's every year for you, unless, of course, he or she, your doctor, may say, I need you to come in a little earlier than that. I want to make sure that the progress is good and the levels are looking good and everything is fine. All right. That's what you have to do. So each year around this time, this is what comes up. We cater to the men and we cater to the women. Make sure you see your gynecologist whenever you're supposed to, whenever you have to, maybe every year or every 6 months or whatever. All right. Make sure that you stay on top of that. That's very important too. National Blood Cancer Awareness Month is another thing that it's on the bill right now. One of the things that that stays near and dear to my heart because I said many times before that my mom passed away from a disease called multiple myeloma, which is a blood-bone cancer disease. All right, it's right now the progress has gotten so good. People are living with it now. It used to be a death sentence, but now people are living with it. People are treating it. People are living with it, and it's working out for them. All right. So we want to keep that in mind about National Blood Cancer Awareness Month. Also, it's Sickle Cell Awareness Month as well. Okay, you guys know what to do, guys. Some of you guys may be under the umbrella with that, and people live with that. And people are treated by it, and there's so many scientific things. That's why vaccinations are so important. That's why we have to make sure that don't let anyone, I don't care if it's a politician or anyone, tell you that vaccinations causes, you know, forget about that. Forget about that. It's a lie. It's a lot of hooey. All right. Take your vaccinations. They work out. I've been taking vaccinations for years, ever since a little boy. You had we back in the 1950s, we had the polio vaccinations, we had the influenza vaccine, we had all of that. All right. And now they want to take it all away. Why? People are dying. Children are dying. We don't want that. So that's why it's so important. But anyway, sickle cell anemia, that's what we're concentrating on too. National Suicide Prevention Month is here too. Now, if anyone that you know, or maybe yourself, are considering suicide, you may want to talk to someone before you do that. And we have 3 digits. They're easy digits to remember. 988 are the digits. You can call there and you could talk to someone, or you could use those same digits to text someone. You could talk to someone professionally and let them know what the situation is and get some help. And also, there's a chat service, which is 988 lifeline.org. That's 988 lifeline.org. You can do some live chatting. You can chat with other people who are there with you. It's like a support help, support kind of a thing. You could talk to professionals, and you could talk to people like yourself who may have considered that. So you got that. That's 988 lifeline.org. Can't make this stuff up, guys. Can't make this stuff up. Are you ready for this? It's National Butterscotch Pudding Day. I love butterscotch pudding. Just can't find it anywhere. I can find chocolate anywhere. Butterscotch, I'm going to look around today, see if I can find it. I got all weekend to do that. All right. It's National Butterscotch Pudding Day. You like butterscotch pudding? Get yours. There. And in case you're just joining us, the name of the show is called The Coffee Hour. And my name is Frank Allan. We're going to be with you for the balance of the show. We've got so many things to talk about today. And we thank you so much for being along with us. Now, those of you who want to indulge in conversation, and we hope that you do, we would like you to do that because we'd like to talk to you personally. Make sure that all of you guys are there. Give us your weather forecast. Warren just gave us one. He's got 69 degrees right now, and his temperatures are going up to 83 degrees, and it's clear. So that looks good. Now, I'm going to give you my weather forecast from New York City. Now, those of you who live in New York City or even the vicinity of New York, don't worry about it. I will take care of that. But for the rest of you, if you want to join in conversation, please feel free. And you don't have to do it. It's not mandatory, but that's what we do because I like to compare notes. So I'm going to compare my notes with Warren's notes. Now, we have a pretty good weekend coming up as far as the weather is concerned. It's pretty good. It looks good. Right now, we've got what do we have for the temperatures? We have 76 degrees right now. That's what we have right now. And so we had a string of good weather over the weekend, a string of good weather, and we've got it going right now. And just let me get it started for you right now. Today is Friday. Thank God it's Friday, TGIF. And this is what it looks like today. We've got abundance of sunshine. It will be very warm. And we'll have a high around 85 degrees. Winds will be northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. For tonight, if you're going out on the town, it's okay. You can leave your umbrella home. As a matter of fact, you don't even have to look at your umbrella. It's going to be mainly clear skies for tonight. Low 61, winds will be north at 5 to 10 miles per hour. For Saturday, sunny skies, high 74, winds east northeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. For Saturday night, it's going to be clear skies. We'll have a low of 58 degrees. Winds will be light and variable. And as we wrap up our weekend, the rest of Sunday is the Sabbath. Also, Saturday is the Sabbath. But it's going to be partly cloudy skies for Sunday. We'll have a high 72, winds east at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And we have 76 degrees presently in our area. And so that's what our weather looks like now. We're going to have a great weekend. We're looking forward to a great weekend. And we want you guys to enjoy as well. Okay? That's what we're looking forward to. Got so many things planned for you, ladies and gentlemen, on this day, on this Friday. We want you to stick around because all of the things that are taking place, and it's usually on the weekends when things take place. Okay, and we look forward to seeing you around. We have Brian Camp coming along. I think I kind of lost him along the way. Let me see if I could find him around here. I know he was here. He was here. I had him up there. Brian, if you're out there, if you had signed in, he did sign in. If you signed in, I don't see you at the moment, but if you would click off and do it again. All right, and we'll wait for you. Okay, we'll do it again. Wait for you. I don't know what happened. I had him up here, waiting around. But anyway, in case you're just joining us, the name of the show is called The Coffee Hour. And we've got so many things to talk about too. And again, please, if you're going to join us in conversations, which I hope you do, make sure that you give us your weather forecast. We'll be looking forward to that. That's something that we always look forward to. And then we can compare notes. Now, one of the things I also want you to do, if you would, please, if you would, if you haven't done it thus far, do it right now. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, especially if you're on it right now. Now, if you're not on YouTube, if you're not watching us on YouTube, then wait till the show is over and then go over to my YouTube channel and then you can click on to subscribe. It's a little black border where it says subscribe. All you have to do is click onto that. Now, I'll tell you, it's free. It's free of charge, and there's nothing, nothing to worry about. You don't have to dish out any money, nothing to worry about there. It's all done. It's all cool. And we look forward to you doing that because whenever we're still waiting for Brian, whenever you click onto us, it gives you the opportunity to know that whenever we come on live, you'll get that notification. If you're not on the channel and you happen to be online, you get that instant notification and letting you know that we're on the air. All right. And sometimes, even when we're not doing any air work, you might get that instant notification. There's something going on. That means there's an activity going on. We may be posting a photo or maybe, I don't know, a still shot or something like that. And whatever activity is going on, all you have to do is click onto that link and it'll bring you right there. Haven't seen Brian yet. We lost him. I did ask him to come back. If not, we're going to go on. He was there. I don't know. I'm not sure what happened. He was there. Brian, are you there? Are you there? Give me tell me something. Tell me something good. I want to know about it. Uh, no, he's not there. So we're going to give him another minute. Otherwise, if not, then we're going to go on and do the sports ourselves. And I don't know, Brian, if you do hear me, please re-click on so we can get you out here. But I don't see any sight of him just yet. Okay. Excuse me again, guys. I got to shoot up one second. Oh, that's delicious. That's delicious. Okay, that's delicious. Okay, he's not here. He's not here. I'm going to check him out again. He's not here. Okay. I don't know what happened. I'm not sure what happened there. I'm not sure what happened. Okay. Okay. What do you say we just do the sports ourselves? He was out here. He was out here. We're going to do the sports ourselves and see what's happening. Go to the sports and check it out. The Commanders' return to Washington is finally official as the District of Columbia Council voted in favor of the measures once more, and an expected outcome given as the voters more than a month ago. The council voted 11-2 to approve the RFK Stadium project, um, allowing the team to return to the site it called home for more than 3 years. Now, let me explain something. When they say RFK, they're not talking about RFK Jr. They're not talking about the junior. They're not talking about the junior. They're talking about the senior. That's named after the senior. Okay, so there you go. I just gave that one big piece of sports. I think Brian's here now. He's going to take the rest of it away. I don't know what happened, Brian. Did you drop out or was it me? I don't know because you were here. I saw you in the beginning, and then we kind of lost you.
I was on standby and I never got on, so I went out and I came back in and
Yeah,
tried then.
yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Anyway, how's it going?
Oh, it's going good. I'm okay. Having a good time. I had my rehab session today. It was a very fierce one. A little exhausted, but yeah, I was able to really fight through it because it's Friday, so you get 2 days off. So you want to
Yeah.
give it your best for that one hour. So I was able to push hard and was able to do well and everything. But I'm doing fine.
How much
Doing
more time? How much more time are they going to give you as far as going and doing your rehab? How much time you left on that?
they estimated anywhere between um, late October, maybe early November, you know.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
it's fine. I'm fine, as long as, I'm able to do what I need to do and everything. So yeah, so it's fine, you know.
Good.
I'm having I'm having fun doing it. I'm motivated, so I'm getting stronger each and every day. The employees at the facilities, have given me rave reviews and everything. So, that's me. I'm a competitive.
Yeah.
I like to be competitive. Anything that's a challenge, I'm up for the challenge and everything. I have this attitude where I will not be denied. I will fight for whatever I need to get done, and I will not be denied. I may not get it right away, but trust me, I'm going to get through with it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely.
So,
Okay.
but yeah, so good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be around the world. I'm coming to you live from the Queen City of Charlotte, North Carolina, where it's 76 degrees, going up to 87. We're in the latter stages of September, and we got baseball, we got the NBA's coming up, and the NFL's just started and everything, and hockey is right around. Or hockey and the NBA, they start together, and it's always sports. One thing about sports, when one sport is about to end, another one's in progress, and another one is coming up. So you get sports all year round. There's no dead period, no dead period at all. So let me get right to it. The Commanders return to Washington. That's the football team. And it's finally official as the District of Columbia Council voted in favor of the measure once more, an expected outcome given its vote more than a month ago. That council voted 11-2 to approve RFK Stadium project, allowing the team to return to the site where it was called home for more than 3 decades. The old team that was named the Washington Redskins used to play at RFK Stadium, which is the Robert F. Kennedy Stadium, from named after the late senator um, that we have. So RFK Stadium is coming back, and they're going to try to rebuild it and everything, bigger, better, and more modernized as well too. In the NBA, the UK, which is the United Kingdom government, and the NBA have teamed up to expand recreational basketball in England through an investment of £10. That's £10 of UK money, but in US money is $13.7 million ahead of the possible launch of an NBA affiliate league in Europe. Now, the funds will go towards building courts, providing more opportunities for women and girls and people with disabilities, ethnic minorities. And the government and the NBA have both agreed that we will try to work this thing out. So that's great. Now, in Major League Baseball, as you know, we're coming down to the dog days of September into October with a postseason, depending on what your team is doing, because now baseball, they're allowing more and more teams to come into the pennant race and to make the playoffs. So we're getting so check for your team to see where they're at. I can tell you my team is fading away. They was coming back, but they played against those hated Dodgers. The Dodgers are well in first place, but they wanted to stick it to us where they will not want the Giants to come in. Don't like the Dodgers. Never did, never will. But Commissioner Rob Manfred confirmed that Major League Baseball is nearing a broadcast agreements with three media companies for the 2026 and 28 seasons. Major League Baseball is close to deals with ESPN for a regular season package, with Comcast, NBC, Universal for the Wild Card Series, and Sunday Night Baseball regular season games, and with Netflix for the All Star Game and Home Run Derby. Now, ESPN had that package, but they opt out of its deal for Sunday night games and the Home Run Derby for the 2026 and 2028 season. So that's where we stand. So this day in sports is September 19th, this very day. 1901, 11 games was canceled due to the funeral of President William McKinley. So whenever you have a president who's assassinated or had died, they usually stop momentarily the games of sports. It doesn't have to be baseball. Well, I know that they did it for JFK when he was assassinated back in 1963, November 22nd. In fact, they canceled all games that weekend. He got assassinated on that Friday, so all games, football, whatever, basketball, whatever sport that was in play that time was canceled. 1947, Jackie Robinson is named the 1947 Rookie of the Year award. 1955, Ernie Banks hits his record fifth Grand Slam of the season. He had five Grand Slam home runs in one season. That's a lot of home runs, a lot of Grand Slams. So when the bases were loaded, he had a very good chance of knocking the ball over the fence with the bases loaded. 1968, Denny McClain wins his 31st game, his win despite Mickey Mantle hitting his 535th career home run, which he hit one more that ended his career because that was his last year in 1968. 1973, Frank Robinson homers a record 32nd Major League ballpark. He did it in Arlington, Texas. 1973, the National League refuses to allow the San Diego Padres to move to Washington, D.C. At that time, Washington Pilots was once there, and they became the Washington Senators. So Washington, D.C. was trying to get another team there to play. In 2000, King Griffey Jr. pinch hits his 400th career home run. That's the first player ever to pinch hit for a home run for a milestone like that. 2008, Greg Maddux pitches his 5,000 career inning against the San Francisco Giants. And in 2024, last year, uh, Shohei Ohtani becomes the first player ever in Major League Baseball to hit 50 or more home runs and steal 50 or more bases in one season. He did that last year. Birthdays on this date: 1926, happy birthday to Duke Snider, Major League Baseball center fielder, Hall of Famer for the Brooklyn Dodgers, was born in Los Angeles, California. 1943, Joe Morgan, Major League Baseball second baseman, Hall of Famer, ESPN broadcaster, was born in Boham, Texas. 1947, Larry Brown, NFL, not the Larry Brown who coaches, but Larry Brown, the NFL running back for the Washington then Redskins, was born in Clareton, Pennsylvania. In 1967, Jim Abbott, Major League Baseball player who's born with one hand, Olympic gold winner, was born in Flint, Michigan. And ladies and gentlemen, that is sports.
And I know that there's going to be a lot of sports all weekend because, like you say, we never starve for it. There's always something going 24 hours a day. Well, not 24 hours a day, but every day. You got something going. And boy, I cannot wait till Thanksgiving because that's when you get your fill of turkey, and then you sit back on the couch and then you watch all of the games, all of the football games that come along, be it college or pro. It's all coming up, not too far
And
away.
basketball too.
And basketball.
Basketball, yeah. So it's that day. That's my favorite holiday, Thanksgiving. That's
Yeah.
my favorite holiday of the year. Not so much. I'm not a Christmas person, but yeah, Thanksgiving. You could cook a feast, and so my favorite time of the year.
I'm not sure what's about Christmas because some people look forward to it. It's not like it used to be, that's for sure. But some people say, I could take it or leave it. Some people say, I wish it come and go really quick. It's something about Christmas that people are just kind of shy away from. I'm not, I don't know.
It's the hype. It's the hype where they actually raise up the prices. See, you're not getting no deals. Okay, they're actually raising up the prices. If you look at these prices all year round, you see let me tell you something, you get better deals on a Columbus Day, or Veterans Day, or Labor Day sales, or President's Day than you do on Christmas. Because all you're doing is returning back gifts and everything. You buy
Yeah,
them, but then you're returning them.
yeah.
So that's just me. Don't mean to be a Scrooge or a Grinch, but that's how it is and everything.
I'll tell you what I hate about Christmas though, when they bring out the commercials on TV like in the middle of July, because they have a Christmas in July. There's a Christmas in July, and then shortly after that, they will. I saw a Christmas commercial already. They're selling Christmas trees on the air.
Yeah, and I got a problem with that too because forgot what store I was in, and I approached the manager. I wasn't trying to start any trouble, but I asked a question. I'm a consumer. Why is there Christmas stuff out where we didn't even get to Thanksgiving? Don't disrespect my holiday, my favorite holiday. Listen,
Yeah,
I don't mean, again, I'm not a Scrooge or a Grinch and everything. It's just not my holiday. Thanksgiving. What about the Thanksgiving? And I don't even want to throw in Halloween, but Halloween is to each his own with that.
yeah,
I personally could do without it. But
yeah,
come on, you just want to take people's money for Christmas and everything. So.
yeah. And you
But I
see
leave
it.
people alone. I leave people alone. I don't be around people doing too much around Christmas. I don't want to spoil their Christmas spirit. So,
Yeah.
so I just stay away.
Yeah, I guess it depends. Some people find Christmas depressing as well sometimes, and it does get a little depressing every once in a while. Sometimes you walk into one of those those malls and those stores, and you can hear the little Christmas songs piping through the Muzak speakers, and it's like, oh God, let me get out of here.
Exactly. 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 To each
Uh,
his own. To
to
each
each
his
his
own.
own. To each his own.
Yeah.
Well, I
Yeah.
guess we'll catch you back here Thursday. We're back here Thursday, and
Yep.
we'll see you then. But so glad that
Sounds
you were able to
good.
make it out here today as well.
Uh, Anybody out there that I know that's out there?
Yeah, Warren is out there because I know you can't see because you're on your single device today.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so Warren is out there right now, and he's enjoying the weather out where he is. He's got 83 degrees. It's going to be 83 degrees today and clear. So that's not too far from you, right?
Not too far. Not
Yeah.
too far. We're like 90 minutes away from one another.
And are you enjoying the same kind of weather?
Oh yes, absolutely. I took the
Yeah.
little kitties outside today for so that they can get extra recess. Uh,
Uh-huh.
but I actually did it for myself because I wanted to get some air myself. So yeah, so we both enjoyed it and everything. So we was out early, go back out later and everything.
Well,
Uh,
that's good. Okay, well, you get back to the gig, and we'll catch you back here next week then.
Everybody enjoy your weekend. Watch all the sports, college football, pro football, and Netflix and Prime and whatever you want to see. Just enjoy yourself, but remember to be safe as well.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Take care. Have a good
Thank you.
weekend. All right. That was Brian Camp, ladies and gentlemen, with the latest developments in today's world of sports on Sports Update. Of course, take that advice. If you have the luxury of having the entire weekend off, well, that's good. You take that weekend off. I'll give you some movies later. And then, of course, you can mingle that with some of your favorite sporting events that are coming up. All right. I know you're looking forward to that. And everybody's going to be happy because the weekend is here. The weekend is here. If you're just joining us, the name of the show is called The Coffee Hour. This is where we enjoy our coffee, have a lot of fun, talk a lot of good stuff. And again, if you're going to indulge in conversation, which I hope you do, well, we'd be pleased to do that for you. We always like to do that, indulge in conversation, talk to everyone, right? Give us your weather forecast. Give us a small weather forecast. It doesn't have to be big like I did for New York, but you can give us something small, just like Warren did. He just gave us something small and precise. That's all it is. 69 degrees going up to 83, and it's going to be clear. Or you can even shoot an emoji, a sunny, a rainy, a cloudy emoji, whatever. I'll get the idea. I'll get the idea. Anyway, we've got a few minutes to go in the show. And again, stay with us. Tell your family and friends about us. And again, I can't say this enough. I can't stress this enough, but you should subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's the benefits of it all. It benefits me and it benefits you in a way because, again, whenever you get that instant notification, that's only because you subscribe to us. You don't get that unless you subscribe to us. And that's a good thing. Okay. We thank you again for being along with us on this Friday. TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. Okay. Robert Redford, the actor and director who sailed to Hollywood stardom with tunes or turns in classics such as Butch Cassidy and Sundance Kid and All the President's Men, and invigorated American independent cinema as one of the founders of the Sundance Film Festival, died Tuesday morning. He died at his home in Utah, the place he loved, surrounded by those he loved. Redford was best known as a go-to leading man of the 1960s and 1970s. He won the Best Director Oscar for the family melodrama Ordinary People in 1980, the first of his 9 stints behind the camera. He was 89 years old. Uh, servants. No, that's not it. It's Severance. The Severance star, Tremel Tillman, took home the award for the Best Supporting Actor in a Drama Series during the 77th Primetime Emmys on Sunday. In doing so, he made history as the first Black actor to win the Emmy in that category. And Tillman, who was nominated at the Emmys this year for the first time, paid tribute to his mother in an emotional acceptance speech. Tillman also thanked the Television Academy in closing. The US government is ready to let the ban on social media app TikTok to go ahead if a deal of the divestiture by Chinese company ByteDance cannot be reached. A US government official who has knowledge of the a round of talks held in Madrid told reporters on Monday. The official said that the technical aspects of the divestiture have been worked out, but the Chinese officials have tied any agreements to unrelated demands on U.S. tariffs and technology restrictions. American Pickers star Mike Wolfe was reportedly hospitalized over last weekend after a violent car crash left his vehicle total. Wolfe revealed the crash in the instant media story that he provided for us on last Saturday, and the incident, which left the blue vintage vehicle mangled, also injured his girlfriend. A legendary pop icon is joining forces with one of today's biggest rap stars. The fans are already buzzing. Announced on Monday afternoon, Janet Jackson is set to feature on rapper Cardi B's brand new album, Am I a Dream, dropping on this Friday. That's today. Jackson has been known for decades for her impact on the music industry, her electrifying performances, and her influence on R&B and pop. Other collaborations in Cardi B's record include a rapper Cash Cobain, Kalani, Lizzo, Megan Thee Stallion, Selena Gomez, Summer Walker, and Tyler. Birthdays today. Comedian Jimmy Fallon is 51 years old today. Comedian and country singer, just country singer, Trish Yearwood is 61. Rockalita Ford is 67. Also, Kevin Hooks, the actor, is also 67. Comedian and producer Nile Rodgers is 73. Model actress Twiggy, remember her? She's 76 today. Also, lawyer Barry Sheck is 76 today. Actor Jimmy Irons is 77. Pop, soul, and jazz singer Frida Payne is 83. The late Cass Elliot from the Mamas and the Papas would have been 84 today. Bill Medley of the Righteous Brothers is 85. The late Brian Epstein, the former manager of the Beatles, would have been 91. R&B singer Brooke Benton would have been 94. Batman Adam West would have been 97. And soul singer Billy Ward of the Dominoes would have been 104 years old. So we say happy birthday to each and every one of those who are alive and well. And we want to wish you many, many more. So stay as healthy and as alive as you possibly can for as long as you can. And for those of the people who are no longer with us, we continue to celebrate your birthday each year because you left us a legacy, and we want to do that in remembrance. Okay, and for the rest of you who may be celebrating birthdays, if you are celebrating a birthday today, tomorrow, the following week, whatever, send us some information about that. And you could do that by contacting us. I have two options how you can do that. I have an email address and a telephone number. And I'll give you the email address first. The email address is Frank Allan Prod. Allan is spelled Allan. Prod is Prod, which is short for productions. That's Frank Allan Prod at AOL.com. It's Frank Allan Prod at AOL.com. The telephone number is 641-715-3900, extension 467134. That's 641-715-3900, extension 467134. You might want to know that you could use that information 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, as of course, emails and telephones do not sleep at all. And you won't wake up anyone because nothing is direct until they check their emails. And keep in mind too that when you contact us, it doesn't have to be for any specific reason. It doesn't necessarily mean that even if you have a birthday coming up, you have to use it just for that. You could use it for a birthday. If you have any events going on in your community that you want to promote, you can do it here. It's free. We don't charge anything for anyone. And you can contact us that way if you want to critique our show, which we encourage you to do because we would like to know where you stand with us as we stand with you. Maybe you have any ideas that you would like to implement to us or convey to us on what to do about the show or what to add on to about the show. We listen to you. We're all ears. We can do that. Or if you just want to contact us just to say hi, I saw the show and I just want to say hi and whatever. As long as everything is done diplomatically, we don't mind. Just do that. Also, what we want you to do is keep all of that information I just gave you in all of your electronic devices, which in case that would be your computers, which would be your laptop, or your desktop, or your computers. The other computer is the tablet, and of course your telephone, which of course you carry that all the time anyway. And some people carry their laptops wherever they go. Sometimes they don't. That's why we want you to keep the information in all of those devices because if one is not available to you, you have the other, and you can use it anytime you want to contact us. All right, that would be great. So let me give you that email address once again. That email address is frankallenprod@aol.com. That's frankallenprod@aol.com. Telephone number once again is 641-715-3900, extension 467134. That's 641-715-3900, extension 467134. Okay, that's it. All right. Pass along, pass that information on. I don't mind. It's public. So you can pass it on to anyone, except for a serial killer. Don't do that. All right, don't do that. Okay, you're tuned to the Coffee Hour, and of course we're going to be here for the whole entire hour. We only have a few minutes to go, and we're so happy that you're aboard with us. We want to let you know that next week we're still going to do our show next week back here in the studio. All right, we're going to be here in the back of the for the studio. We'll be here. But the following week, we're going to do the show still. We're going to still do the show, but the following week after that, we're going to be on location. And we're going to tell you more about that. We'll give you more details about that later on, maybe next week. But we just wanted you to know, give you a heads up on that. But wherever we are on location, the program will still come on our regular time, our local time. Okay, but we'll give you more details about that, but we still have another week to go. We'll be back here in the studio as well, and we'll give you all of that information. Again, thank you so much for being along with us on the Coffee Hour. Quickly, I just want to add about your vaccinations. Please get those vaccinations. And for the politicians and all of you okey dokies and you dopies, please do not infringe on other people who wish to get those vaccinations. Because you don't believe in it, that doesn't mean that they don't believe in it. They want their vaccinations. Let them have it. Don't say a damn thing to anyone about it. And if you refuse not to take it yourself, don't take it. But again, they are available to all of you who wish to get vaccinated. And I hope and pray that you do. I hope and pray, but it's your prerogative. Okay, I have those movies. And this week, I only have, two movies? And they're classic movies. One is in black and white, and the other is in color. Well, actually, 3 movies. Are they 3? Let me look at them. They're 2 movies. One is black and white, and one is in color. So I'm going to get started with those movies right away. First of all, we got one from 1955. This is a black and white movie. 1955. Some of you under the sound of my voice or who are watching right now may remember that year and say that was a very good year. And then there are some of you who weren't even born, weren't even thought of. But you will like this movie if you like classic movies. Now, there are a lot of young people who love classic movies, old music, the oldies. They do like that. and they don't remember when they were released or the groups that did them, whether they're dead or alive. All they know is the music and they study it. Okay. And so I am going to give you this movie, Blackboard Jungle from 1955, starring Glenn Ford, Anne Francis, and Lewis Cowherd. Now, those of you may not know these actors. Some of you may not know these actors, some of them before your time, but they're good actors. And you could see this movie on Turner Classic Movies. It's coming up Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern. That's a decent time to watch it. 6 p.m. Eastern. And that's called Blackboard Jungle. Now, I mentioned the three actors who star in the movie. What I didn't mention that there are others that you may be familiar with. Sidney Poitier is in it. Vic Morrow is in it. And I believe Sal Mineo is in it, and a few others. You'll see them. It's a good movie. Blackboard Jungle. 6 p.m. Eastern, Saturday. And then here's another one. And this is a color, or a Technicolor, I believe. I don't know. What's the difference between color and Technicolor? That's another show. I'm going to research that. I never did really know that. And I don't want everybody to say, you should know that. You're talking about it. I don't know everything. I'm just like you. I don't know everything. Like I know there's a certain person in Washington, D.C. that knows everything. Maybe you should ask him. Anyway, the name of this show, this movie is called The Glass Boat. And this movie goes back to 1966. It's a 1966 movie. And it stars Doris Day, Rod Taylor, and Arthur Godfrey. Whether you know these people or not, I don't know. Maybe you're too young to remember them. Some people my age, you would remember them. They've been in a lot of different movies and a lot of different TV series, and you may know them. Arthur Godfrey, for instance, was a talk show host back in the 50s and a radio host back in the 50s. He had his own show called Arthur Godfrey Talent Scout, Arthur Godfrey and Friends. And there was another show just playing Arthur Godfrey. He used to come on in the daytime, in the morning. He did the morning show. And I remember he did it on CBS. All right. But he's in that movie too. So that's Doris Day, Robert Taylor, and Arthur Godfrey. And you can check this out, The Glass Boat. It's on Turner Classic Movies, and you can check it out Sunday at 6 p.m. So these two movies are at 6 p.m., one on Saturday and one on Sunday. Okay. Now, go to Turner Classic Movies. Go there and go down and scroll down through the program guide, because there may be other movies that you may like that I didn't mention, because these are my picks of the week. I can't pick every movie that comes in. I don't want to bombard you with all of these movies. I can always say, I have these movies for you, check it out. But I will send you to Turner Classic Movies. That's the good thing to do, is send you there so you can look at the other listings and see what they have, because there may be something else that you may like. And then you can follow up on that. And if you don't get a chance to watch these movies in real time, you can use if you still have cable and you still have your box, you can use a DVR, record it, and watch it at a later date at your very own time convenient. That's the most convenient thing about that. Okay. So you have that. And also, you could also go on demand and check out the free movies. They have a lot of free movies. They also have the pay-per-view movies that are in the theaters now, that were not too long ago in the theaters. They're right there. You can watch them. And then you have sporting events, pay-per-view sporting events. Then you have children's programming, documentaries, which I love documentaries, and all sorts of things. And all of the network icons are there. You can click on to see what they have. You can catch up on your favorite soap opera. Now, as far as the sporting events are concerned, you could watch them. If you missed it in real time, you could watch them later on, sometimes without commercial interruption. Fair? So let me give you this movie one more time. These two movies, Blackboard Jungle, Glenn Ford, Anne Francis, Lewis Cowherd. That's Turner Classic Movies. That's Saturday at 6 p.m. And then you have The Glass Boat with Doris Day, Rod Taylor, and Arthur Godfrey. That's Turner Classic Movies. That's Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern. I hope you get a chance to watch these movies. They're very good movies. They're classic movies. They're all classics. Take advantage of all of that. take advantage of all the movies that I give you that you may like, and it's for your weekend. I want to remind you to please, if you're watching us on Facebook, and if you're not watching us on Facebook or YouTube, I should say, if you're watching us on YouTube, you can do it right now. But if you're not, when the show is over, go to my YouTube channel and click on to that and subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's right in black border and white print. Subscribe, just click onto it. It's a great benefit to you and for me as well. That's going to wrap it up for me, ladies and gentlemen. I'm out of here. My weekend is officially underway, and yours will be coming up pretty soon as well. We're going to come back next Thursday in the studio, next Thursday for the Talkback Live show. That's Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. Hope you will be there. Brian Camp will be here with the latest developments in today's world of sports on Sports Update. And then you come back here and experience the coffee hour. And of course, we'll be here with coffee and tea and everything else. Brian Camp will be here with the latest developments in today's world of sports too on Sports Update. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, have yourself a great day and a great weekend. And we'll see you soon. Take care.
You've been watching the Coffee Hour with your host Frank Allan. The producer has been Al Dale. Technical assistant Dave Taylor. Research by Sandy Pierce. And I'm your announcer Donna Stenke. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time on the Coffee Hour.